Ever wondered why the sky is blue or why clouds are white? It's all due to a fascinating natural phenomenon known as scattering. Scattering in the world of physics is essentially the redirection of waves, particles, or signals. Today we're diving into the science behind it and exploring three types of scattering: Rayleigh, Mie, and non-selective. Picture a clear, sunny day. The sky, a vast canvas of blue, stretches out above. This blue hue is thanks to Rayleigh scattering, named after the British scientist Lord Rayleigh. It's a type of scattering that occurs when the particles involved are much smaller than the wavelength of the light. When sunlight, composed of different colors, collides with these tiny particles, it scatters in all directions. But here's the interesting part. Shorter wavelengths, like blue and violet, scatter more than longer ones, like red and yellow. However, our eyes are more sensitive to blue light and less sensitive to violet light, hence the sky appears blue to us. Now, ever wondered why clouds are white? This is where Mie scattering comes into play. This type of scattering occurs when the particles are roughly the same size as the wavelength of light. In the case of clouds, these particles are water droplets. When sunlight hits these droplets, all colors of light are scattered equally in every direction. And when all colors combine, they form white light, giving clouds their fluffy white appearance. Finally, we have non-selective scattering. This happens when the particles involved are much larger than the wavelength of the light. Think of water droplets in a fog or large dust particles. In non-selective scattering, all wavelengths of light are scattered equally, regardless of their size. This is why we see fog or thick clouds as gray or white. All colors of light are being scattered equally. In summary, the color of our sky, clouds, and even fog is all due to the science of scattering. Rayleigh scattering, with its preference for shorter wavelengths, paints the sky blue. Mie scattering, scattering all colors equally, gives clouds their white hue. And non-selective scattering, indifferent to wavelength size, is responsible for the gray-white appearance of fog and thick clouds. So next time you look up at the sky or see a cloud, remember there's a whole lot of science behind that beautiful view. It's a wonderful reminder of how even the simplest questions, like why the sky is blue or why clouds are white, can have such fascinating answers.